the radio. Oracle of the citizens. I balance well for here. And the time to Saturday check what's in the papers. They talk this day newspaper day here this morning. And of course, we get daily day here today here too. We get business day here so. We get leadership day for here. And which other one day here? All of them papers all of them day here. Nigerian Tribune day here. New Telegraph day here. And like I say, the point is probably lying in somewhere. So we'll go check all of them one by each. And don't forget, say, as we check what's in the paper to talk, we'll go open the phone lines for you, Seth, so that all of us go gather talk. You could also tell us what you feel about the headlines so that the conversation will go round. The conversation will go around and make we talk on top of the matter. 2 minutes past 7 o'clock now. They call me the chief priest. Make we start from this day newspaper. The biggest headline. We didn't take a slap on top of the cover page for here. The big headline. In fact, the biggest headline. We're there on top of business day. When I see this day newspaper. Alake. I remember my brother Ola. Mr. Ola from Dako District. They always tell me, say, this name, make I call him Alake. And since that time, I sure say they pronounce him well. Alake, he said, Tinubu will push for DFI with world leaders in France. And that one day, they're the biggest headline way on top of this day newspaper. Then, of course, the riders way there say, President to meet US, France, other counterparts on summit sidelines. Of course, our first official visit where the vice president come out outside of the country for official matter as president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Talk about President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. All right, so, and of course, we don't get update on top of that one. Now, you don't go lie. Many people don't talk. The vibe they out there. People don't believe, say, like 20, just less than 25 days. You know, the president, many things don't they happen. Reshuffling, rearrangements, some kind of things don't they solve. Where we say movement just they go, people don't they look, where till they play. Our president, on top of the France movement, and the update, and then they bust out on top this day newspaper this morning, the biggest headline. Then, when they see the other writers, they say, Shetima canvasses stronger relations with British government. That one day there, the vice president talk about Shetima there. All right, that one day there. Then, of course, what they see is a UK allows nation's ongoing economic reforms. All right, the United Kingdom now, then they clap and they salute, say, oh yeah, now, the reforms, the things where they occur, the things where they play out for inside of the country based on economic arrangement, rearrangement of things and things. At least people they see them, but and then a result now people they watch out for the movement, the moves. Yes, we see them. All right, so that one day there, and of course the UK government now they clap and say, oh yeah, now it good how the country they take some economic movement, the economic rearrangement and reform, so you go well. Then when they see the other writers where they say envoy clarifies visa restrictions, says not applicable only to Nigerian students. That one all of them there for inside of this day newspaper. Then Egbotekun takes over as 22nd IG. That be chai so a new sheriff live in town. And as we talk about the Inspector General of Police, the new Inspector General of Police, of course. Say takes over as the second IG, pledges intelligence-led policing. Kai. Intelligence-led policing. Not be everything big gra. This one go make sense. I believe say Nigerians go want to see how this one go take a play out because it really sound nice. Yes, intelligence policing. Now one of the a good way to go actually, because when you but intelligence policing go day, you go work well with community policing because you go need to put ear for ground. Your ear go need to dig ground for streets for different nooks and crannies. No be everything be brag bro. You know, you coexist with the people, and then there you go take no. Waiting the really they occur, you go see the taproot of the problem, you know, of some of the security issues. Not be when something go up, no, your ear don't first dig ground, intelligence. So when they say intelligence-led policing, now welcome idea, based on how it be. but we're going to observe to see how every going to turn out. Now, so we still this one day on top of this day newspaper. Then, of course, we see Navy. It said Navy denies alleged handover stalemate. New CNS, the Chief of Naval Staff, takes over Friday. New sheriff everywhere. New. All things new. All right, so this one, still the writer from that particular headline. Talk about security updates. The Navy deny alleged handover stalemate. Of the new Chief of Naval Staff takes over on Friday. That one day there. Anyway, all of them for inside of this day newspaper. Abbas, appointment of NSA service chiefs, orders in nation's interest. Still, of course, now what we will talk about, because many Nigerians don't some don't they bite teeth, some don't they wait, some don't they tap hand for table. We want, because if the same thing don't they happen for years, for 8 years or more, you need to try something else. And of a very golden opportunity, a good opportunity when we don't get a new government, but we still try some of these rearrange some of these things and make we see whether we'll get them right. And then from the way with the cities, well, Nigerians, they're optimistic. Make we see how it could be. That one day there on top of this day newspaper this morning. Today now still number 22nd day for inside of June, 7:08. Now, within the time they talk this morning, then 8 minutes past 7 o'clock on top of the radio this morning, they call me the chief priest with a check waiting the paper them. They talk on top of Citizen FM 93.7 for Abuja. I'm still there on top of this day newspaper. And Sanwo-Olu launches 5 billion naira forward contracts for paddy supplies as Eco Rise hits market. This one I just want, it won't be like, it won't be like unspoken or unwritten. It just be like in a pattern for inside of Lagos State. You could hear paddy rice. Government they always look for a way to augment. Production of rice. You understand, and through Eco Rice. You understand, and it go cheaper and all of that. So now, still one of the things then with the SOP and scoff with the city's headline, it says Sanwo-Olu launches 5 billion naira. Forward contracts for paddy supplies as Eco Rice hits markets. This one day there. Then which other one day here? And then with the C. Okay, now all of the headlines then for this day newspaper. Make we check which other paper day here. Daily Sun, they are so. Daily Sun day for this place. Then we'll see the headlines for Daily Sun. The big one say appointment seekers. Which kind of headline it is? The headline, the biggest headline for Daily Sun. Is it appointment seekers intensify lobby. Follow Tinubu abroad. They right away follow that one. It says sick place in Kali. That's not the biggest headline for Daily Sun this morning. Daily Sun this morning, Thursday to the 2nd day of June 2023. They say people where they find appointment people. When they go, because right now the shake-up no be choice. With all of these shake-ups, we go remember, say, of course, all of the agencies, government companies, ministries, and all of that. Most of the reshaking or rearrangement where they go on there. All right. Now with the CM, according to this headline, where they on top of Daily Sun, they say people with a appointment because all those offices now new people enter there, and as they enter, more people now recruitment everywhere. So people with a appointment, they intensify their hustling to get one or two, and they don't follow the president go abroad according by how Daily Sun take put out. Well, I don't know. Now, wow. They say they find place for cabinet, parastatal, and all of them for inside of Daily Sun this morning. IPOB, Kanu's counsel, Ozekume Ejiofor, not sacked. Well, they don't sack them, okay. How far the case? What will be the update with the case? That one day there anyway, for inside of Daily Sun. Then, of course, change of service chiefs. Afenifere expresses optimism of better security. Afenifere say, yes, okay. Nice one. The way when they don't change and so now, hopefully we go see better security. So that one day there, Egbotekun assumes office as IGP, calls for synergy. Kulabu, ewa ejaka kulabu, ejaka kulabu, synergy, loleshe. You understand? Now so then take a talk there on top of the matter. Then of course they say cost of international flights to increase by 20%. Over naira depreciation. That one self day there for inside of the matter. Then which other people they here? Strengthening families. Participants loud Latter Day Saints for organizing conference. Latter Day Saints for organizing conference. There's a church urges government to formulate policies that will make families better, support marriages. Okay, yeah, nice one. On top of the matter, then of course we see based on how it be, still on steel. We go check another. We go check other papers. Papers plenty for here. Haba mana. So yawa, ukbo. And then Daily Trust they here too. The biggest one for Daily Trust. They say which kind of big headline be this guy? 201 killed in Plateau in 5 months. 201 killed in 201 human beings because we're 201 on statistics, numbers. But if you check them, actually human beings they talk about 201 people. 9.5 for instead of Plateau in 5 months. Now the biggest headline for Daily Trust this morning. The riders will follow that one. I say 20 vigilantes, villagers killed in fresh attacks. External forces behind killings. Now got so now external forces, so the people where they run this matter now from outside. Then they come. Waiting they do this thing now from outside. The NGO blames headers, farmers rivalry. Military meets stakeholders. All of them they there. Breakdown of killings in Plateau State. They just break down everything there for instead of chat where they draw. Wow. Wow. Anyway, I know, say, optimism, are they optimistic based on this matter? Because I know, say, with the changes we would see, with all of the service chiefs, now very timely time, with all of these things where they happen for inside of Kaduna, inside of some of the states, them, with waiting they occur, are they optimistic? Say, well, most of these things, they under control. They under control. So that one day there, FG pledges more dollar supply to stabilize naira. That one's FD on top of Daily Trust. Then of course, Kano government reinstates anti-graft boss suspended by Ganduje. Well, inside of Kano State, it just be like say, it just be not like they undo everything where the previous government don't do. Recovering of land where the previous government don't sell, trying to hear about trying to reinstate some monarchs, some kind of things them for inside of Kano State there. But then, I hope say make it at the end of the day make it be for the progress of the state. Make it not be something where you say go carry the state, can't they go back, they can't drag some kind of things. That'll be here. Anyway, all of them they here this morning. On top of the matter, then of course, which other one day here? Nigeria's economic decisions being noticed globally. UK envoy, then done the talk they loud and megaphone. Now waiting then carry talk says hello to. You see this thing where Nigerian people they do for inside of their economic their economic arena when they tidy one or two things, their decisions, where did they take? Say we they feel them. We they perceive the order from their wayside, and I saw the UK envoy way bust this out of the country. And I saw they talk. That one day they on top of Daily Trust this morning. 436 students jostle for 30 overseas PTDF scholarship in Northeast. That one said he did here. New exchange rates jacks up international affairs. Wow, no be smart, new exchange rates, international affairs. You get where you go reach. People will need to start the trek. You need to trek more. Trek more. Where go trek? And things like Jackie Donkey. Bring back those old cheap means of transportation when they stress people. Airlines do they stress us. What did they call them? Petrol, all of them. Where are our donkeys? You know, where did they used to travel back in the days? And it sustained our ancestors then. What did they tell me? But anyway, all of them did their Daily Trust newspaper this morning. Bauer remains in DSS custody 1 week after. Imagine where bushmeat can become hunter. Or hunter can become the bushmeat. Metaphorically, of course. Because somebody will not be where they position where they go after supposedly corrupt people. Imagine the whole thing don't turn around. And of course, Yusuf they custody. But then beyond all of that, I hope say they go come up with something when it be say he go undo some of the wrongs what don't happen for inside of the security architecture and so inside of the political space. Make it not just be about being vindictive, or make it not just be say make we show them, make we deal with them. No, I pray say at the end of the day, make we get results. We go undo some small things we don't happen before we don't make sense. So that at the end of the day, it's okay, they arrest the man, but yes, it was worth it. Making it up like say, So that one day there. All of them day for inside of Daily Trust. Then of course 114% salary hike for president, VP, governors, others. A proposal. What did happen? All of them day. Daily Trust newspaper this morning. On to the next one. Business Day. They are so. On top of Business Day, politicians' habits unchanged as Nigerians bear reform pain. You see, the habits of politicians never really change. Even as Nigerians, they bear the pain of the ongoing reforms, the pain of some of the reforms really happen for inside of the country right now. Economics, security, different things that they occur. Make I see what I could scratch this story. You say, barely 6 days after Godwin Akpabio's inauguration as Senate President, his security aides were seen riding expensive, exotic power bikes as part of his convoy. Well, expensive, exotic power bikes as part of his convoy. That one, waiting the idea on top of Business Day this morning. They say many Nigerians who are feeling the pinch of economic reform have complained that politicians have showed no signs of cutting down the cost of governance and share in the pain. Subsidy removal, naira devaluation, and the implementation of a value-added tax on diesel imports are causing further spikes in the prices of goods and exacerbating a cost of living crisis in Africa's biggest economy. All right, so, based on the reforms really happen, it affect Nigerians. Nigerians, they bear the pain, of course, knowing that it's for the better, knowing that, say, in no time, hopefully the signs go start to show up. But then this story, they talk about how Nigerians, they bear the pain, they carry the cross, they believe, say, soon and very soon, everything will make sense. But then they talk about the other side of the divide, where they be said some of the politicians where no cut down. They know they in the reality of the people where they represent. They know they don't seem today. Okay, that's a better way to put it. They don't seem today in the reality of the people where they represent. That's not what in the story they talk about. The size of government, the balling, the everything, the lifestyle and all. Yes, you get what they entitled to every office. That one another angle to the story. You get what they entitled to every office. You get how every office they suppose get. They two more. Now, waiting be their entitlement for you to function as provided for in the Constitution. So that one, another side. That one self-deal. But all of them, they still point the hand, say the bogusness or the bogosity of the lifestyle of some of the politicians. They in sync with the realities of the moment. Where the people they collect the whole economic matter, they pinch people. This story there on top of Business Day this morning. Then we see U.S. indicates interest in Nigeria's energy transition. It makes sense, because every smart country, country all over the world now go and realign. As some kind of things now don't change for inside of the country. Different countries of the world go and align with our new governments. You go see the president of Bill Gates Foundation. Bill Gates been coming inside the country. You could see been coming inside the country, pay visit to the president of the country, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Then you go to see the different countries. Go try realign. The advantages of that one day, bilateral relations and all of that one day, but also we serve as a country, gas day on the guard, gas still day, but I trust the leadership to day on the guard for any semblance of exploitation, or when it be say our people will come day one side, we're not going to get the regard where we supposed get. All of them are issues we did there with bilateral relationships, but then all of them day there for Inside of Business Day this morning. How data made Davido's O2 concerts an online hit. Which kind of headline be this? This one, I don't know whether a compliment to. Is it how data made Davido's O2 concert an online hit? So is it not a hit offline? Anyway, that one did here. Ribado's appointment returns internal security to police. Yes, of course. Because all of this while, most of apart from before 1999, all right, before 1999, we get about 2 NSA's national security advisors. We get police background. But after 1999, none. Not only military people end on the NSA. And military people, yes, we know territorial protection and all of that, but internal security, gone, will be the primary assignment of police. Maintaining law and order, security in the country and all of that, inside of the country, not outside of the shores, not going to war, inside of the country. Right now, this headline, they talk about how say the appointment of Malam Nuhu Ribadu as the National Security Advisor. This particular one, you don't return internal security, bring them back to the Nigerian police. That one day there on top of the matter. Then of course we see these okay. All right, on to the next one. Make we check them there. Which other one did there? Women leadership key. As anywhere there is key, there's something to open. It's a women leadership key to closing gender gaps in finance. Gender gaps in finance. A women leadership. Is a key. Well, I believe they no they unconnected to that unique skill of women. You get some unique meticulousness where women get. That one day there is a women leadership key to closing gender gaps in finance. The right away follow that one. It's a Women's World Banking Report calls for action. That one he did there. On to the next one. Check on their leadership newspaper. This morning, 7:25. I go so open the phone line so make we talk. And make you still send us message for WhatsApp. You understand? Make you still send us message for WhatsApp and make we still talk. I go soon. I go soon open the phone lines. But before then, sharply, leadership newspaper day here. The biggest headline say investors upbeat as British government backs Tinubu's reforms. That one day there. UK sees Nigeria as a big opportunity for investments. Shetima, British envoy, discuss palliatives over subsidy removal. That one day they say UK sees Nigeria as a big opportunity for investments. Well, that one you follow. The Shetima, British envoy, discuss palliatives over subsidy removal. All of them for Inside of Leadership newspaper. Then agreement we are giving President time, says ASU. Based on I'm not giving time now. President whenever reach 1 month for office. Yeah, where can I go? The only that's the sensitive thing to do, not to give them time. Because we never even get Minister of Education. You understand? And to give him time, make him settle down, arrange house, dust, come out cobwebs, clean table. You understand? Open window, make dust come out for house. Arrange the bed, put the pillowcase, arrange things for house. Come out all the dirty dishes where the kitchen side, where fly, they do clean the kitchen, flush things. Spray air freshener for the house. Then you go say, oh yeah, make una come. Where you come? Answer, Tani. I wonder what is your own problem? Everybody go tender your own, and then they go address on one by one. Now he'll be. But I want day on top of leadership newspaper. Then of course they see Hajj Nakon to operate 18 clinics in Muna Arafat. That one day there for inside of leadership newspaper. Lagos Chamber 6 tax cuts over rising food cost. All of them follow. Follow jete for inside of the matter. 15 killed in fresh plateau attacks. Okay, this plateau matter. Na challenge where they for the front of the new government of Plateau State, and I believe say the new governor they find them hard to pronounce. I find it hard to pronounce that name. The new governor of Plateau State. All right, it gets the way the name take go. But and of course, it's a Mutfwang, Caleb Mutfwang. Yes, of course, His Excellency Caleb Mutfwang, Governor of Plateau State. Now the challenge with the table, and of course another governor we get peculiar challenge to handle, security challenges, and also we get to work well. We get to work a lot with security agencies. The Governor of Kaduna State, His Excellency Governor Obasani of Kaduna State, and of course the Governor of Benue State too, His Excellency Governor Alia. These are governors when he say talk about security, go need to open up all eye, like their big eye, take a mount torchlight every year. Waiting they happen, if not something will require dialogue based on internal crisis, and if something will be saying external forces waiting to really occur, where they bring all of this crisis for inside of the state. The governors of the states, these states, they need to really carry unyoko mita chekam. Based on how they be. All of them they there for inside of leadership this morning. Then of course Marwa warns against stigmatization of drug abusers. Well, a very deep headline be this one. This one deep. It warns against stigmatization of drug abusers. You know how do they stigmatize people who get terminal diseases, people who get some kind of ailment, or people who get some kind of or people living with disability or something, they could also stigmatize them for the society. So this particular headline, the particular story, they liken drug abusers to people who be said they less. I don't want to say less privileged. People who need support of the society. So stigmatizing them, not be the way to go. You understand? So in a good way, in a good one, that one day there. But then different approach. Sometimes you use the force when necessary. Sometimes you use psychology, you use dialogue, different approach to handling issues. That's how you know depth, and best way to say get depth, best way to say get versatility. All of them they there inside of leadership newspaper. Then we see Tinubu INEC kick as Obi tenders PVCs from 32 states. Oh, no. They say Tinubu INEC kick. Say, come on, no. We don't agree. Come on. We don't agree. As Obi tenders PVCs from 32 states. All of them for inside of leadership newspaper this morning. Then, which other one will we see? Nigerian Tribune Day here. I will make community policing work. The IGP of police, they talk to the acting IGP of police. He said, I go make community policing. Community policing, it go work. Say we talk this thing for the first test headline what we take. We don't first look at this thing. We say, yes, so when you say intelligence-led policing, now on top of this day newspaper, we will see that headline. When you say intelligence-led policing, intelligence-led policing means say, based on one or two, you're going to need to cool down. Instead of gra-gra, you're going to need to cool down, put ear for ground. You remember, say we talk that one. Now, see how now for Nigerian Tribune, they say, I'll make community policing work. That now, the police, the Inspector General of Police, they talk now. You go work hand in hand with different people for community leaders, local authorities, all of those kind of things, ward leaders, ward chairmen, many things and things like that. All of them they there. Anyway, we open the phone lines. Make we talk 7:32. Now, waiting the time to talk this morning. Many headlines still do. Then plenty. Work more. But make we hear from you because time they fly. As we collect your calls, we go still look the headlines. You want to drop message for WhatsApp 0818-22-22-205. Drop the message. We go collect them. What do you feel about the headlines this morning? You want to call? Make we hear you. Make we self talk one-on-one on top of the radio. 0903-22-29-797 0818-22-22-205 0818-22-22-206. Now the numbers where you go take a call. If you call us, we could talk one-on-one based on how to be. Waiting the paper them. Waiting the papers they talk this morning on top of the radio. They call me the chief priest Ezemmuo 1. Talk to me. Make we talk. Yes, make we talk. Waiting the papers they talk now. Now we don't the look and make we hear what you get to talk about them. The WhatsApp number self then they there. But who they decide first of all?
Good morning.
I salute you especially.
This is Godwin from Kurudu.
Godwin, Onye Kurudu. I greet you. How Kurudu they this morning?
I respect you so much.
My brother, I greet you, sir.
The headline that captivated me, that's what the British want to come and establish in Nigeria.
Go ahead now. Go ahead.
It's a very good procedure. If they do so, I believe this government will change hands. And there will be a lot of employment for youth. So that is the one that gets me captivated. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother, man. Thank you, Godwin from Kurudu. Based on how to be sharply, make we hear from you. Who they are so now? Yes, under the voice of Godwin from Kurudu. Who again did they decide? Sharply, talk to us. Who they are so? Hello? Oh yeah, now talk about the marksman. Morning to you, my brother.
Yes, my brother.
How you did this morning?
We thank God.
Yes.
Appointment seekers. They don't love retire for you, and they follow our president go overseas.
He did for the listen.
The thing is, bad to seek for appointment. The question be say, this your urge when you say, I want this position, I want to do this, I want this position. So you know what you want to do there, and you they go there with good mind to serve the people. I mean, how you want to make money. So make our president check that one before he appoint any person. I'm waiting just concern me to talk this morning. Thank you.
Thank you, Max Man, for that one. We don't talk this morning. Yes, you did draw attention. Say, oh yeah, now to lobby, no bad, but make sure, say you get people for mind. You get the heart of the matter of the citizens. They your heart before you lobby anything way they lobby. I would also. Nobody they decide. Oh yeah, now sharply. I see one message for WhatsApp, but I can check them out there. Okay. And they come for this message now, shortly. Anybody do here?
Morning,
my brother, man. Mike,
yes, my name is
Michael.
Michael.
No be lie.
Exactly.
From Nasarawa, dear.
Exactly. Yes.
How far? Talk to us this morning now.
Yes. The new IGP.
Yes.
I've started this Garagara of 18.
Waiting be Garagara of 18.
Okay, I will do this. Please let him talk less and go into action.
No.
There's nothing this IGP is telling us that previous one have not told us. I will clear Gambisa forest. I will demolish whatever. But we'll see where we are. So for me, I think he should lesser talk and then do more action. put more action. Let people see that thing. Yeah, you say a tiger, you feel like a tiger, and we know what is a tiger now. So it is time for you to prove us that you are not just saying it. You feel like a tiger. It is time for you to act like that tiger of a thing you are talking about. And then the one that also paid me much under this administration that some of us were curious about.
Wait, now this administration will just start like this?
We just start. Let me tell you, my brother.
Tell me first.
The revenue physical mobilization have decided to increase the political office holder their salary again. We are talking about those who started their political career from a local government chairman. Some of them started as a speaker, a House of Assembly speaker. Some of them governor for 8 years, and after that they go back to either the Senate or the House of Representatives. And some of them have hold a position upon position upon position. These are the people who have made money, and you want to increase their money again. I want to believe that if this administration, administration, signed that particular recommendation that they are talking about, then we should.
All right. Make we leave them for the matters them with the newspaper. I just let you make you vent, but I would like make we stay on top of the matter with for inside of the papers them, because actually in a newspaper review and this matter we bring up now actually not on top of the paper this morning. But I hear you, and then why I allow you make you talk. For here we will allow you make you talk, but keep them in the cycle of reasoning. Who they hear so?
Hello, good morning, sir.
Morning to you, my brother. Isa Chiku.
Super citizen.
Never lie. Isa Chiku, super citizen. Morning. Talk to us quickly. Talk to us.
I will make community police to work. Let him make the internal police to work first.
Which one be internal police or internet police? I don't understand.
I say he said he will make
that's not the IG of police now.
Say you will make community police to work. Let the police when they inside, whether they do their work first, and then there be good condition of service for them. Their entitlement be paid to them. When you don't settle the thing, when the Bible says remove the thing when they for your eyes before you'll be able to remove the external one. So I pray for him to look internal first. When he settle the police and make them look like human beings. Give them good uniform. Give them mobile mobility. Give them their welfare. Then you will be able to look far. God help him.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that one. We don't talk based on how it be. Talk about police reforms and all of that. But then if you look at it gets things when they say the Inspector General of Police go need help and approval to do. You get many things, or most of these reforms on the own, you go only push for them, but all of them did here, so I understand where they go. Thank you for that particular arrangement. One thing we will not go come out for granted, we say the work with it on top of table for the new IG of police. They work with it on top of table for them. It no be choice. And Nigerians guys hold hand together to take argument. And if you guys hold hand to take argument and support them, now be the community policing. So you see something, you talk something, you get high, you go take B, you help in the policing of your streets, you help in the policing of your community, policing of your area. Everybody join hand for inside of the policing arrangement. You understand? And what did they talk about? So that one day there, IGP Eboteku warned police officers that he won't tolerate abuse of office. That's not one of the things that wouldn't quote. That one day there. But anyway, for inside of WhatsApp, make I see. Ezemmuo, good morning, Sakwa. How are you? Akpabio's aid seen riding expensive power bikes is not surprising and expected and unexpected to hear. Akpabio and other current leaders, talk about financial, okay. Tinubu asked Nigerians to make sacrifices before things will get better, but they, the ruling class, won't make sacrifices. What a tragic country. Okay, that one did there. Okay, thank you so much. Hello, Chuku from Karo. I see you. I see everything where you read it there. I don't say the para. You the vex, my brother. But I understand you. Thank you for that one. We don't talk this morning. Make I see. Anybody did this axis? Hello?
Ezemmuo.
Morning to you.
Good morning. It's Clement from Maraba.
Clement, I greet you, my brother. How you doing?
No, thank you very much.
Yes, quickly, Clement from Maraba. Make we hear you now.
The IGP saying that he's going to make police work.
Yes.
We've got a long way to help our insecurity.
I know they hear you, but Clement, try speak up. Make I hear you well. I know he's gone a long way. Or waiting. I don't understand.
I said it will go a long way to help us in our insecurity problem that we are facing.
Okay.
You see, the major problem we are having in the past is because community policing is not working. Just like I used to say, that you know your terrain, I know my terrain. We know even everybody know the bad boys, the bad people in their community. You get my point? Are you listening to me?
I'm with you. I'm following you. Now I hear you.
So, by the time community policing is working, in fact, it will enhance every problem. Then, what is even community policing that we are talking about? It is not just only the police that wear uniform. All the local chiefs, everybody in the community, by the time they join hands to make sure things work well, that is what we call community policing. You get my point?
All right.
Then,
right.
That is on that note. Concerning people who are following Tinubu to wherever to join for whatever any position, I don't care. You understand? Tinubu as a man is somebody I know. He knows the kind of people.
Okay, you know him personally. You know him, Abi?
Yes. Yes, very well.
You know him, man. You and him don't meet.
This is not just a talk.
Wow.
You understand?
Okay.
So remember, I told you something the other day before the appointment. I said, I trust him.
Oh, yeah, now.
Okay. What he's capable of. You understand?
All right.
With the appointment so far, I think you can see that everybody is happy now.
So, all right. Thank you so much.
I know he's not going to disappoint Nigerian. That's my concern. Thank you.
Yes. Of course, many Nigerians get, I believe, said no go disappoint. Of course, with waiting in the in the shortest time. Hello, who they decide?
Morning, my brother man.
I greet you, brother man. Who did these guys be?
Thank you. This is Kennedy. This is Kennedy.
Kennedy from Cairo.
Yes, from Cairo. Thank you.
Morning to you. Good to hear you now.
Thank you. Intelligence policing.
Intelligence-led policing.
Yes, by IG. That's what they say.
Yes.
It's a very good one, but I just want to remind him that there are certain things you don't say on air, because as you are saying it, some of these criminals are also listening. Just like the other person say, it's more of him bringing out his plans. Let's just see the action than him saying. And then I want to also advise him, he should learn to award whistleblowers, because there are people in the community that knows these criminals. And so if Nigerians will learn to, pay these people, these whistleblowers, I think
is it paying them or protecting them?
No, that's number one. You protect them. You also have something for them. Okay. Like what we call motivational fees. You get it? It will motivate them to work better. That would be very good. And then talking about the killing in Plateau State, in 5 months, 21 killed. It's something that
201
in my own state.
201, yes.
Hi.
Okay, you're from Plateau. Okay,
this is not frog. Yes. This is not frog.
Yeah.
And then in my local government, Mango local government, this is a place that I can't even go there now. We just want to call on President, His Excellency President Tinubu, to show us the difference.
Well,
to show us the difference. We want to see results in security, though he's just coming in, but there is nothing like he's just coming in. His words are very powerful. If he begins to talk, yes, we will see results. That is it. And then lastly, before I drop this call, Akpabio, is it his boys or his security agents using expensive power ride? Now, I don't know whether he didn't know that President Tinubu asked us to endure this sacrifice, these pains of hard times. Is he not part of it? Why is he starting in this mood? Why is he telling us that he's not part of this sacrifice? Where did he get the money from?
But you know those things now oddly where they follow when they talk about the Senate President of the country, he gets things way. I know. So yes, talk about sacrifice and all. Well, yes, but if somebody decides, if somebody decides to go use the entitlement, you know, go steal lemon, entitlement. Now, waiting in there entitled to as the Senate President. You know, reason I'm from that.
Okay. In as much is not part of this. This.
But I understand. No, I understand what you mean. Not be saying no supposed to be part. He's not. Okay, so I'm not saying he shouldn't be a part or he shouldn't make his own sacrifice. No, of course he should. Okay. He should. I just tell you, say, make you don't capitalize on if the
what I'm trying to say is that he would have also shown to us that he's part of these pains.
Okay,
we are suffering. Yes.
Make it enter along, Gabi. Make it enter along.
Yes, thank you, seriously. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Make it follow us enter along, Gabi.
Yes.
Make the president.
Show us. Lead by example.
Okay, so make caucus along. Ingo, Senate President go enter.
Let's just that. But the truth of the matter is
all right,
there
thank you.
is hardship in the land. People are not laughing at all. So he should lead by example. Thank you, God.
All right, thank you so much for that one. I don't know whether you want them to the book taxi or the enter along. Well, but I understand what you don't get them twisted. I understand your point clearly. That one day there. On to the matter. Good morning. 201 killed in Plateau in 5 months. This is alarming and calls for serious awakening for our security agencies and federal government, including the state governor. These are lives of human beings, not animals. The state should be decisive in tackling the security challenges across the Plateau. Then, of course, you say, for instance, since the governor know that it is external force that are behind the killings, he should inform the security agencies so that proper arrest will be carried out. Well, I believe say that one not be matter of inform security agencies, of course. That one is supposed to happen already. Security agencies, they in the know of some of these things where they occur. So he said he should inform the security agencies to so that proper arrests will be carried out. He said NGO blames herders and farmers' rivalry. Okay. He said thank you so much for that one. This one from Patrick from New Caro. Thank you for all the message, dear. 7:49. Now, what's the time to talk? Make we hear from you this morning. 0903 22 29 797 0818 22 22 205 0818 22 22 206. On top WhatsApp, drop them dear 0818 22 22 205. And I saw the thing go. Then, of course, you get some other papers when I've been get for here. Where we never check. Make I still peep eye for there, even as we take the calls, even as we still the reason together based on what in the papers they talk. Then some papers still they here. Make I still collect those ones who will never collect. We don't check. We've been there on top of Nigerian Tribune, I believe. Yes, Nigerian Tribune. The day where we talk about okay, so UK envoy sheds more light on visa restriction on foreign students' families. Discusses assistance to cushion subsidy removal effect. Well, good one, that one day there. Then Michael and the rest of them, where they say, I want to see action. Abi. Okay, now. There's a IG of police. This one says, I will make community police work. IG of police. They say assures payment of salary arrears of recently recruited constables by month end. That one day there. How alcohol can lead to kidney, liver, brain failure. Experts they talk so alcohol. That's not one of the things we. They talk about alcohol as much because alcohol a lot of many we don't hear them many times. The health implications All right, and then experts don't come outside. Now, me, I not be expert too. Now, waiting the experts don't they talk since then with the re-echo. And they still they here on top of the paper how alcohol can lead to kidney, liver, and brain failure. That one day, they according to experts. City passengers boycott waterways transportation as boat operators hike fares. Where people want pass. Road people hike fares. Boat transport hike fares. Airlines hike fares. Train myself. Well, where people go? I don't tell you before. Go find where your horse and your donkey and your camel. Go find them. Come out to. Anyway, all of them did here this morning for Nigerian Tribune. 8 minutes to 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock with the switch up, and of course, by 8 o'clock we will get some special people in the building where we'll talk about something, and of course 8:15 we will switch them up. Actually 8:15, yes, we will switch them up again, where we will get the pension part based on how it be. All right, all of them will happen on top of the radio this morning. 7:53 now, 7 minutes to 8 o'clock. New Telegraph Day here. I'm going to rush this one before we come out here. He say with 2,124 hours yearly, Nigerian workers top global ranking. Talk about world of statistics. That one day there. Which other one? FG will resuscitate moribund industries, provide jobs for youths. Now, why be the talk so? Say, man, can I no worry? All the industries will be like say they don't lie down there, can't be stale bread. Where they don't lie down there, nobody touch them. Spiral gyra can't they grow for the body? Say federal government will dust them up, rearrange them, bring them come outside, and they will provide jobs for young people. Now, you they talk so that one day there. Okay, all of them for inside of the matter. Presidential poll, APM concludes case against Tinubu. That one day there. Rivers withdraws suit against ex-lawmaker arrested with $499 million. Wow. That one day there. Anyway, now here we will bump me. Now all of the headlines we did here this morning. Shout out to everybody who don't call us this morning, and the people who don't send us message this morning based on how to be. Shout out to you there. My brother Elochuku from Karu. Shout out to you there, my brother man Patrick from Karu. Shout out to Isa Chuku, super citizen. Max Man from Mapo. Godwin from